Good evening, and well, actually, so it's nice, beautiful day today. Nice, going by the beach here. So I want to take this time to talk about something quite unique today, and what's my take on trickle down economics. Basically, trickle down economics is in essence you take say you give tax cuts or major tax break to say uh, the billionaires and millionaires, and that in turn hope that they will invest the money in the economy, they create more jobs. Well, I'm not sold on that idea because most of the time, what they do, they take the money to buy stocks and they enhance their um, uh, wealth. Okay, which is another front run in enhancing their wealth, but they're basically doing on the public dough, and they basically um, use the money to invest in themselves and they enrich themselves. And the problem with downside of that is that the country ends up with huge budget deficits because, yeah, there's no free lunch. The money has to come from somewhere. Okay, so the thing giving tax cuts to millions and millionaires and hoping that they will invest in the economy, invest in the people, that's not very wise. The better way is you want to, for example, you have um, incentives such as Homestead Act, where people go out and get a little plot of land so they can own. You also have a system where people have access to education, access to learn a trade without becoming bankrupt. Okay, so I think we should make education very affordable so we can get education. We can also have access to healthcare. They have access to do a trade and also other incentives, such as, for example, give a person, say, a grant to start a business, or a grant to develop a farm, or a grant to, say, develop an invention, and all these things to generate through upward mobility and wealth. What we have is that we're just taking money, give massive tax cuts to millions of billionaires. It does nothing for the infrastructure. Power grid, water system, school systems, desalination plants. It does nothing for that. You basically people get all the money, and you end up with a huge budget deficit for the future generations to get saddled with. No, I think what the purpose should be create a system of opportunity. You can probably get a plot of land, and it shouldn't be one person get 10 million acres of land and everybody else get nothing. No, on the Homestead Act system, everybody get a plot of land, they have access to very affordable or free education, very affordable free training in a trade like carpentry, plumbing, masonry, um, and other trade and skills if they don't want to say go to college and learn about physics or technology or maths and sciences. Some of you are good at that. Good. We can have them doing that. But there are others who are very good at the trades like plumbing, welding, carpentry. We should also make that free and affordable so we can get those skills too. So we can have that. So we can build the economy. And also invest in infrastructure, roads, bridges, schools, hospitals, power grid, desalination plant, irrigation systems. Yeah, not just take the money and give it to give tax cut to the millionaires and left the future generations saddled with all the debt. No, that's a scam. the real thing and the real deal is you say, okay, you have the Homestead Act, in which you say you got a plot of land they can own, or um, and it shouldn't be allowed to own all the land. But we should have a system where you get a land you can own. You can have a system where you can get land to own, a little plot of land, you can own that, or you can have a land to own. Also have free training in the trades, welding, plumbing, carpentry, um, masonry, stuff like that, and also access to education, very affordable, healthcare affordable, infrastructure investment and development. We can build infrastructure, power grids, desalination plant, immigration system to build a contract and create a contract. And also to you want a tax system that doesn't punishes success, uh, penalize success, but everybody must also pay their fair share. This idea people just living off the system, getting free access to police, access to the road, access military protection, without while they don't pay their fair share, that also should not be. So that's my two take, I think. So the trickle economics is a scam. My system is much better. And thank you for joining me and for listening to me, and you have a good day.